Ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble!
What's up, bro? Spike, Ravens fan, represent. Ready to get this draft started, man.
Hell no, man. Get out of here, man. We got a Ravens fan in the flock now. I don't like it. The energy feels off. Another host that we have representing the New York Giants. Man's looking snazzy. Welcoming Jason Zegan. How you doing, brother?
What up, boys? How you doing?
Good, man. Welcome.
Happy draft night.
So long announcing that pick, but I'm glad they went Fields.
Andy Dalton just got paid a free $10 million, but he lost his job.
Oh, you're right about that. Andy Dalton, he was pronounced the starting quarterback like 2 weeks ago.
Bye-bye, Andy.
We were just talking about this, how there's no
give him a year to
loyalty.
sit behind Andy Dalton? I don't know.
Bye-bye, Andy.
Oh, my Lord.
Bro, it's about correcting our mistakes, bro.
With the fourth pick in the 2021 NFL Draft, the Atlanta Falcons select Kyle Pitts.
Yeah. 4-0, baby. 4-0, baby. We're on a roll. Good decision, fellas. Whoever picked Kyle Pitts, you guys are smart men. Hey, check this out. And then sends him back to the crowd. They're like,
Hey, take a look at the pick. You're the first Bengal fan to know.
what happened, Johnny? He's like, you'll see.
Here we go.
Three, two, one.
IMTV out. Savage! I'm a savage! Oh! I'm a savage! Whatever I want, I'm going to get! Whatever I want, I have to get! Yes! What's next? What's next? I gotta get it. I'm not gonna stay fucking down. I'm not gonna stay fucking lying down. I'm not. I can't do that, man. I can't do that. What's next? Give me something else. What can't you do? I can do it. I can do anything.
And we are live, baby. We're back again. It's Wednesday night. Welcome, everybody, to the Talk Your Talk show, and a very special hello to our viewers from our partner network, All Sports, All Play Network. I'm Eric Holmes, host of the Rick T podcast and the Talk Your Talk show. And today we have a lot going on, man. We're going to be talking about the NFL offseason. We're going to be talking about NBA playoffs. And today we're going to keep it kind of short. So we're going to stick to those two sports. And we're going to get really technical with it, man. So first off, I want to talk about the NBA, man. I'm watching this Knicks Atlanta game right now. Atlanta is down by 1 going into the fourth quarter and about 30, 45 seconds. But Atlanta is down 75 to 76 to the Knicks, man. So 1-point game. It's definitely a good game, man. T Cave, that entry video fire. Appreciate you, dog. Appreciate you for tuning into the Talk Your Talk Show episode 10, man. For everyone viewing this right now, definitely share it out if you guys can. If you're watching from Facebook, definitely share the post. Let everyone know that the Talk Your Talk Show is live on this beautiful Wednesday night, man. Jay Moneytime, loving this game. Me too, man. It's a great game. Knicks and Hawks have some dogs in it. Tony, I thank you for joining the Talk Your Talk Show episode 10. I know you're a really big basketball fan. So I love to have you guys all here to talk some basketball, man. But first off, let's start off. We'll go ahead and start off with this, man. We'll start off with what games were being played today. And this was taken this morning, so this might be a little delayed. Actually, this first game is still being played right now. It's about to be over. So we have the Washington Wizards, the rank 8 seed, playing the rank 1 seed 76ers, man. As of now, the 76ers are leading with 1-0 with a huge lead going into the fourth quarter, about to be up 2-0 against the Washington Wizards, man. And they are traveling to Washington next. So I think it'll be interesting to see what the Washington Wizards can do, man. If I'm looking at my stats correctly right now, last game Bradley Beal had 33 points, and that led the Washington Wizards on the whole team. Russell Westbrook 14 assists, 1 block, 6 turnovers, and only 16 points. So that really hurt them going against a very, very, very good 76ers team. And that's me, a Celtics fan, Eric Holmes, saying that the 76ers deserve to be that number 1 spot. That team is damn near unstoppable. Joel Embiid, Ben Simmons, all the other guys are clicking on all cylinders. I'm looking right now. Danny Green had 11 points. Harris had 37. Embiid had 30 with 6 rebounds. Seth Curry even had 15. You know what? Ben Simmons had 6 with 15 rebounds and 15 assists. Like, that 76ers team is damn near unbeatable unless you have a game plan, and that is to stop all 5 players on that starting offensive team. And I just don't think it's possible. I definitely see 76ers sweeping. And I'm saying this is a 4-0 sweep. I don't think Washington can win it not once. And I said 76ers would win it in 5. I'm changing my opinion now to the 76ers will win it in 4, man. So I definitely have the 76ers having a clean sweep going on to the round 2 in the NBA playoffs right now, man. But like I said, the 76ers versus the Washington Wizards, not looking so good for the Washington Wizards, man. But let's go over to this Atlanta Hawks New York Knicks game. Like I said, going into the fourth quarter, 75-76 game. It is a great one. I did have on here Atlanta is leading 1-0 with a lead in game 2, but they do not have the lead anymore, man. Nets take it all, man. Honestly, me being a Celtics fan, I want to say no, but the way that they played the other night over the Celtics, and that's an interesting question that you asked, Justin. She's some fan. That's what I'm saying. I want to say that we do go ahead and come back and don't let the Nets take it all. But, bro, when I tuned into the game the other night, I was a little late. We were down by like 30 at half. And it just wasn't good. A lot of people on the ASAP network have been talking about the Celtics' weakness is not having a leader on the team. And I just don't necessarily think it's not having a leader. We don't have a center, man. We have nobody to play down low at the 5 position, man. It sucks, bro. Being a Celtics fan, being a somewhat NBA fan, knowing that you kind of need a dominant center to dominate the league and to be a good team, we do not have one, man. Tristan Thompson isn't it. We got rid of Theis, gave him away, and didn't even get a big man back, man. So it's definitely going to be an interesting story for the Celtics this upcoming next couple games. But I think next year we bounce back. But I think the Celtics need to really make some offseason moves and maybe try to grab a big. Maybe not even a big, maybe just a bigger player, maybe another forward that has some, leadership qualities, something like that. I think the Celtics can turn it around if we get something like that going on right now. TK 2296. Trey got 26 right now. He needs more if they're gonna win. I completely agree. I definitely don't think that Trey scoring 26 is gonna lead this Hawks team to a win over the New York Knicks. If I'm looking last game right now, Trey Young had 10 assists, 7 rebounds, and 32 points, and they ended up getting the 107-105 win. So I think if Trey Young can score somewhere between 35 and 40 these next couple games, I think they have that in the bag. I don't want to say that they have it in the bag, though, because I think the New York Knicks are a better overall team. They both finished the end of the season at 41-31, so same records, quote unquote, rank 4 versus rank 5. It's just the way it kind of fell out. Nate the Great, welcome, Nate the Great. I had 76ers in 5 only because I had the Wizards win 1 game. I am changing my pick as well. And Nate the Great, we think the exact same, dog. I had 76ers in 5. Thought they would maybe give the Wizards 1, but the way the Wizards are playing, I just definitely don't see it happening, man. But I appreciate appreciate that comment. But like I said, Jake Collins, seven rebounds, 35 minutes, 12 points, not bad. Hunter, 5 points out of 22 minutes. Clint Capella, 9 points. They definitely need more from Clint Capella if they want to do anything like that. Daniel Gallinardi off the bench had 7 points in 24 minutes. This Atlanta Hawk team definitely needs more out of their bench, out of their starters, all of them, to go ahead and just sweep this series away. And I just don't think it's going to happen, man. Right now the game is still 76-75 going into the fourth quarter. Really good game, man. So if you guys do not have a game to watch right now, definitely tune into this Atlanta Hawks New York Knicks game. Going over to this last game, man, this is probably one of my favorite games to cover, to talk about. The Memphis Grizzlies versus the Utah Jazz, man. Both teams just have some absolute dogs, man. Absolute dogs. These guys are unstoppable in the Utah Jazz. It's a pleasure to watch these guys. And honestly, to watch Ja Morant play against them, and this picture shows it perfectly. The revolution is being televised. Luka, Ja Morant, Trae Young, Devin Booker, all these guys in the NBA playoffs just doing amazing things to lead their team to wins, to the next round, possibly. So like this picture said, the revolution is being televised. The revolution is always being televised in the NBA. There could be a Zion Williamson in there. There could be a couple young players, a LaMelo Ball in there. That's part of the revolution. But they didn't make it to playoffs. And a lot of these players didn't make it to playoffs their first year. Ja Morant, first year last year, won Rookie of the Year, did not make playoffs. So he's definitely going to have to show out. So there's going to be a lot of people next year that are still part of the revolution, that are being televised, and I'm excited to see it, man. Nate the Great, Memphis won game 1. I called it. Honestly, I called it too. I had Utah winning this one in 5. I knew Memphis would get 1. I just didn't think it would be the first one. I thought Utah had this one in the bag at home, and they kind of let Memphis and a sneaky Ja Morant come in there hungry. You know what I mean? And these Memphis Grizzlies teams, the teams like Memphis, are the scariest teams to play. The teams that scratch their way in when their back is against the wall because they have no other chance. It's win or go home. They have that mentality. They go against the Warriors, win it in a crazy fashion, and then they come out here and play against the Memphis Grizzlies or the Utah Jazz, and they still have that fight in them, that grit in them, and they come out there and get a win in game 1, man. So I'm excited to see that game tonight. I'm looking game 1, Devin Booker. Oh, no, this is the Memphis Grizzlies. Ja Morant, man, 26 points, 4 rebounds, and 4 assists. He's definitely going to need more out of his game if they're going to definitely just have a clean win over the Utah Jazz, because right on the other side, we got Rudy Gobert, Chris Conley, Joe Ingles, and let's not forget about our guy here, number 45, Spidey Webb. My man right here, Spidey Mitchell, man. I don't think he played last week. I think it was a coach's decision to make him kind of sit game 1. But I didn't see him not once, and I thought that was a really, really big surprise coming from the Utah Jazz. In game 1, they ended up dropping it. I wonder if we'll see a Spidey Mitchell in game 2 tonight. But I'm excited to see that game for sure. Ja versus Spidey is literally the ultimate the game versus the game, or the young game versus the young game. You know what I mean? It's literally young LeBron versus young KD, in my opinion, man. So if you guys don't have anything to watch tonight, starting at 8 p.m., 10 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, definitely watch the Memphis Grizzlies take on the Utah Jazz in Utah in game 2. As you guys see below, Memphis leads the series. I don't know why I had Utah. Memphis leads the series 1-0. I actually have Memphis winning game 2 as well. I think Donovan is still out. If Donovan is still out, I definitely have Memphis coming up with another win in game 2 and putting Utah on their heels, man. Big Blue J 92, welcome to the Talk Your Talk Show, episode 10, brother. He said, let's go Nuggets, man. Me as a Celtics fan, but living in Denver, I guess I can say let's go Nuggets. But I think it'll be an interesting series for them as well, man. Let's not talk about Denver too much. Just check Twitter. Spidey is starting tonight. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. If Spidey's starting tonight, I definitely got Utah taking the win tonight. I think by at least 15. I think Utah with Spidey Mitchell in their starting lineup, along with Chris Conley, Rudy Gobert, a bunch of just ballers, bro. Just Ingles had 11 points. He went 4 for 8 from the field. Not bad at all. Nice shirt. Yes, I do want to go ahead and shout out the Backshot podcast for this shirt. I did end up winning it on a giveaway that they held on Twitter, which we will be holding a bunch of giveaways and stuff too as sporting events come up to play week 1 in the NFL, NBA playoffs, NBA championships. We definitely are doing giveaways on Twitter. So keep keep your eyes open on us. If you don't know where to find us, as you see below, at Eric Holmes Jr. _ or at Talk Your Talk _ show, you can find us. You can also find us at Rick _ T podcast as well. That's where we will be doing our giveaways, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, all stuff like that. But shout out to the Backshot podcast for definitely hitting me up with this UFC 261 shirt. If you guys didn't watch UFC 261, that's why I was so excited to win this shirt, is because that was easily UFC 261 was easily the best UFC event all night that I have watched. I watched that for 4 hours straight and jaw dropped after every fight. I'm pretty sure there was like 2 broken legs in 2 fights, and then there was like 3 knockouts in a row in the first round, man. We got to see a bunch of crazy people. I got to see my favorite UFC fighter in my life, Thug Rose, go out there and knock Zhang out. I think there's going to be a rematch coming, though. So UFC 261, I think will turn into like a UFC 272 or something like that. I don't think the way that card went, I don't see these guys just letting that go. But, man, again, shout out to the Backshot podcast out there in Canada for hooking your boy up with some UFC merch. It definitely took about a month and a half to get here, but, bro, it's definitely worth the wait because UFC 261 was lit, man. And still going for Memphis tonight. I have the Jazz winning in the first round. The Jazz aren't going to let Memphis creep in and win it. Especially if Spidey's playing, man. I definitely don't think. It's a game. Which game are you talking about? Are you talking about this Knicks-Hawks game? Because if you are, I'm watching it right here to my left. It is, bro. New York in the third quarter outscored Atlanta 32-18, 12 for 22 field goals, 7 for 10 from 3-point field goals, man. So New York is they're on something in the third quarter. Coming into the fourth quarter, New York is up 81-78 over the Atlanta Hawk, man. So it'll be an interesting game. I'm excited to talk about it. I'm excited to watch it. If you guys don't know, the ASAP Network does do NBA post-game shows with some boys from the network. So if you guys are looking to get a post-game show to get others' opinions and, you know, maybe give you guys some opinions, definitely tune into the ASAP Network tonight after the Memphis Grizzlies game. They will have a couple guys on there showing or telling you guys what they think and showing you guys some highlights and stuff like that, man. But I'm going to get into a quick 2 to 3 minute commercial break. And then when we come back, we're going to get right into the NBA topics. So enjoy Game 1's top 5 plays of the week. And then when we get back, NBA or NFL, here we come.
The playoffs are underway, and we got your top 10 plays right here on NBA.com. At number 10, Facundo Campazzo zips this pass right by Dame's brain down to Aaron Gordon at the rim, and he's throwing it in, and that one is good for number 10. On to number 9. Time winding down in the third, and Josh Richardson getting in between the defender like Grout gets between the tile before heading to the rim and beating the buzzer in style. Josh with the little deft left gets in at number 9. At 8, Jason Tatum played him. And that's no easy feat when you're dropping a 3 over the endless arms of the one and only KD. Skills that pay the bills get in at number 8 for Jason Tatum. We're up to number 7 and arriving from heaven. It's Robert Williams swatting Bruce Brown out of bounds. That's 8 blocks, a new Celtics playoff record, and we're going to mark him down for an A there. Robert's in at number 7. At 6, oh, you know Giannis is on this list. As smooth as the breeze through the autumn leaves, Giannis gets the stuff on the Heat. He's in at number 6. On to number 5, where the duo from 10 is back again. Campazzo's got a brilliant idea. Find Aaron. And of course, Gordon's coming through on the airborne avenue. Facundo and Gordon get in at number 5. At 4, Gordon doesn't get off the floor, and that's useless against Yusuf. Nurkic sprouting wings and just hammering this thing. He's in at number 4. On to number 3. Late in the game, Miami down 2, and this shot by Jimmy Buckets isn't a prayer. It's just another recurrence of Milwaukee's nightmare. Butler sends the game into OT on this rim spree at number 3. At 2, Kawhi Leonard gets the steal, and in his legs are a thirst for an NBA title, and beyond that, a dunk on his rival. Maxi Kleber was there, but he didn't have enough air, and that gets in at number 2. But at number 1, you saw number 3. Here's the Bucks' response. Time winding down, tie game, and some folks celebrate Christmas, but this Chris don't miss. Middleton with the hand in his face, but he just lights up the place. The Bucks get the win, and Middleton gets in at number 1 on NBA.com. Cut it!
Talk Your Talk Show, episode 10, baby. What's up, everybody? We popping, man. Hey, 23 more views, and I'm giving away any jersey to any viewer. So definitely share it out, promote it up. Let's get these views in here. We're at 10, at 33. If we get 33 views at one time, bro, I'm giving away any jersey. Any jersey. And I know you guys see these jerseys behind me. I got a Chad Ochocinco. I got a Michael Gallup. I got a CeeDee Lamb. I'm about my jerseys. And I'm giving you guys any jersey of your guys' choosing if we reach 33 viewers. So definitely share it out, talk it up. But everybody, welcome back to the Talk Your Talk Show, episode 10, man. I'm your host, Eric Holmes. You see below Eric Holmes at Eric Holmes Jr. _. And you can find the show at Talk Your Talk _show, man. But let's get it popping. We talked about the NBA playoffs going on and the first couple 20 minutes of the show. And now let's get into some NFL offseason, man, in the last couple 20 minutes of the show, man. So let's start off with something that people have been talking about for a minute. Julio Jones. As you guys know, he got called by Shannon Sharpe live on Undisputed the other day, and Shannon asked him straight up, you stay in Atlanta, you going to Dallas? He said, I'm out of Atlanta, and I want to win, so I am not going to Dallas. So kind of shit on both teams, which is kind of depressing, and now there's some controversy going on, man. So I'll show you guys right here if you guys can read it. Falcons were blindsided by Julio's combo with Shannon Sharpe and believe that it hurts their negotiation position, man. And when I seen this, I said, does it? And then instantly, literally not even half a second later in my head, I said, yeah, it really does, because he wants out anyway. He's not going to go back to Atlanta. So they want 2 first rounds. They want a first round and a second round. Julio's not going back, even if you offer him 3 first rounds, man. So I definitely think that hurts their negotiation process. Little J6 said he's going to Tennessee. J Money Time said that was dirty. You think he knew it was live. So I don't personally think he knew it was live just by the things he was saying. He was asking Shannon Sharpe, what up, uncle? How you doing, man? Hope things are well. Just normal conversation. And then Shannon Sharpe should have told him straight up, we are live. If you guys heard it in the background, Skip and Jenny were sitting here saying, tell him we're live. Tell him we're live. And Shannon's just like, this is my nephew, man. I ain't got to worry about it. Don't worry about it, man. He knew what he was doing. So that's a possibility too, Big Blue J 92. I don't know if he knew they were live, but if you guys know Skip and Shannon, you guys know what time Undisputed's on. So if you're getting a call at that time, obviously they're live. And I would even ask, are you guys live right now? Like, aren't you supposed to be on air right now? But talking about Julio, man, we're going to talk about the places NFL teams that should push hard for Julio Jones, according to Gridiron, Bleacher Report, and via Gary Davenport, man. So first off, we have the Baltimore Ravens, and the reason being it could help Lamar take another leap with an elite wide receiver 1. So I really do like that. My girl is a Baltimore Ravens fan, and she has recently just got super intense with the NFL football. I told her that Julio Jones has the possibility of going to the Baltimore Ravens. She goes, he's going to hate it there. He's going to hate it there. Lamar runs too much. He's going to have to block a lot, and that is not what Julio is great at. Julio is pretty decent blocker. He's a pretty decent tackler, but Julio is a deep ball threat. He loves to get balls thrown to him. He loves to score touchdowns. I definitely don't think the Baltimore Ravens fit him the best, but that is definitely one of the top 2 possibilities of places that he's going to go. J Money Time said Q said that Undisputed takes low blows like that, and he doesn't with it. That could be true too. Q knows a lot. If you guys don't know, your boy Q, we did a couple of interviews with him here on the Rick T podcast and the Talk Your Talk show. He is on Locked On Raiders, and he does Locked On Bets podcast, and he also is a host on ESPN Central Texas and on his way to ESPN Las Vegas. So man, Q knows his stuff, and he's saying Undisputed takes low blows like that all the time, and Julio was not messing, or Julio might have been messing with it, but Q was not messing with it. Q doesn't mess with stuff like that. Big Blue J 92 says, yes, he knew legally they had to. The Falcons didn't know, though. So my thing is like, why would the Falcons know? But I do wonder if maybe Shannon was like, let's set it up. Let's light the league on fire. We're going to call you during the show. And we're definitely going to get you guys to say something that maybe your team doesn't know you're going to say, and kind of stir up the pot, start some controversy, man. But J Money Time said, haha, poor Falcons, though. The new Jacksonville. It's not the new Jacksonville. The Falcons were up like 28-9 on Dallas going into the 4th, and we ended up winning off of an onside kick that they could have got. So the Falcons aren't the new Jacksonville. They are just the Falcons, man. Everyone's talking the Browns is the Browns. The Falcons is the Falcons, man. But speaking of the Browns are the second team on Julio's list, being the reason being assemble one of the best groups of offensive weapons in the NFL, man. So Odell Beckham, Jarvis Landry, the tight ends that they have there in Cleveland, Baker Mayfield, Chubb, Hunt, that offense really would be elite, but I just don't see Cleveland having the space to kind of sign Julio, give him the money he wants, or give the Falcons the draft picks that they want, being that they just spent so much on the Davion Clowney, that defensive side. They got a couple new linebackers, and they just spent a lot on defense in the draft as well, man. Them Dirty Birds deserve it, Jay said. Jay being a Falcon or a Saints fan, he hates the Falcons, so I don't blame him for saying that. But at 1, Baltimore Ravens, at 2, Cleveland Browns, at 3, Green Bay Packers. And I like this one a lot, but I do not see this happening. The reason being that they said that he should go to the Green Bay Packers is to mend the strained relationship with Aaron Rodgers and take the offense to another level. And I'm going to go ahead and show you guys a picture about that. DeAndre Hopkins was actually trying to recruit him to the Arizona Cardinals, saying, Julio, you remember what we talked about in this picture? It was DeAndre Hopkins, AJ Green, and himself. If you guys don't know, AJ Green is now on the Arizona Cardinals with D-Hop, and D-Hop said, don't forget what we talked about. So I assume they probably talked about all three of them playing together one day, and now is the chance for them to play together. So DeAndre Hopkins is also trying to recruit him to the Arizona Cardinals. But back to it, Green Bay Packers, I don't like this one. Reason being, he's not there to fix Aaron Rodgers' relationship with a damaged Green Bay team, and we'll get to that in a second, but let's move on. I just don't like the Green Bay Packers. New England Patriots, I guess he's been wanting to go to the New England Patriots and play with Cam. My reason I don't think that's smart is because Cam is not a 100% starter, man. He has competition in a young Mac Jones. Mike McCorkle Jones is definitely a baller out of Alabama. He has national championships under his belt, and I think him and Bill Belichick are going to click really, really, really nice, man. Jay Moneytime says Rodgers out of there, big chilling in Hawaii. And like I said, we'll get to that in 1 minute. Cardinals will be forced to reckon with. And that could be true, but I don't think so. I always see if the Browns, if they got rid of Odell Beckham Jr. And that's what I'm saying, with all the money that they have put into that offense, all the money that they have put into these certain positions on defense, I just don't see them being able to afford Julio Jones, man. But so at 1, we had the Baltimore Ravens, at 2, Cleveland Browns, at 3, Green Bay Packers, at 4, the New England Patriots, and at 5, the last destination that they think is a final place that he can go and is my personal favorite. And I actually already see things rolling the right way. The Tennessee Titans, man. And the reason that they say that he should go to the Tennessee Titans is to vault into a Super Bowl contention with arguably the best wide receiver duo in the league. And a lot of people said when I said this, that they said that was a reach. A.J. Brown is not a top receiver in the league, even paired up with Julio. Ryan Tannehill at quarterback. Those three just don't make a straight triangle, kind of makes a crooked circle. You know what I'm saying? And I just don't agree with that at all. I definitely think him going to the Tennessee Titans would easily put them in Super Bowl contention. Derrick Henry, A.J. Brown, Ryan Tannehill, Julio Jones. That offense is already great. The offensive line can cook. And let's not forget about their coach. Their coach, Harbaugh, can definitely do his thing, man. He's the type of coach that'll go out there and fight for his team no matter what. He almost fought John Harbaugh when they played the Ravens. The last couple games that they played, met team versus team has met up at center field to go head to head with some beef. Coaches have met up and talked their stuff. And they actually talked it out. But man, I really do like the Tennessee Titans fitting Julio Jones. I think that is probably where he should go. I think that's probably where he will go. And I think that is the best fit for him, man. So Tennessee Titans, like I said, the teams that they should push for Julio the most, Baltimore Ravens, Cleveland Browns, Green Bay Packers, New England Patriots, and the Tennessee Titans. Man, Nate the Great said Ravens or Colts are my 2 picks. And they don't have the Colts in there, which I think the Colts are actually a really, really good pick. I think that would actually drive Carson Wentz in that offense to a next level, man. But let's talk about Aaron Rodgers. Since we were just talking about the Green Bay Packers, man, Aaron Rodgers did not report to Lambeau for the first day of voluntary OTAs. So let's read that again. He did not report to voluntary OTAs. You guys think that he is the first one, the first legend, the first future Hall of Famer to not show up to voluntary workouts? Because I promise you he's not. So I think they might be kind of stressing the whole he didn't show up to voluntary OTAs maybe a little bit much. But let's talk about it a little bit, man. Aaron Rodgers also commented on the Packers on a show that he did a guest appearance on an ESPN show, and the dude kind of put him on the spot and kind of just asked him what it was, and this is what Aaron Rodgers had to say, man. He said, with my situation, look, it's never been about the draft picks picking Jordan Love. I love Jordan. He's a great kid. We've had a lot of fun working together. Love the coaching staff, love my teammates, love the fan base in Green Bay, an incredible 16 years. It's just kind of about philosophy and maybe forgetting that it's just about the people that make the things go. It's about character and about culture. It's about doing things the right way. So Aaron Rodgers, great. He said it great, man. I couldn't have said it better myself. I don't think anybody could have said it better themselves. Aaron Rodgers is a really good talker. But, you know, he's going through a lot right now out there in Green Bay. I don't know if he's going to come back. I don't necessarily know if he was telling the truth, saying that he loves his coaches. I love, you know, Green Bay. I love playing here. You know, if you loved it so much, why wouldn't you just come back? Don't necessarily know if that's the truth. But, man, we will see in the upcoming weeks when, you know, the OTAs aren't voluntary anymore, when they're mandatory and he doesn't show up. When he pulls an Ezekiel Elliott and kicks it out in Cabo when mandatory OTAs are there, man. But he is out there vacationing with a couple friends and his lady, living his best life. He doesn't care that he missed OTAs day one. And me personally, I don't care either, man. Rodgers to the 49ers. He left out the front office. So maybe the front office is the people he's mad at, man. Jay Money Time says, stay the hell out of Denver. And I agree with that. Being from Colorado, we just don't want, we just don't want that happening, man. Jay Money Time also said, anyone else feel like the NFL getting all shuffled? We got Stafford in LA, Goff in Detroit, a killer rookie in Jacksonville. Justin Fields finally getting in the league. NFL is popping. So that's the thing, is I feel like the NFL kind of goes through these down moments and it goes through these up moments. Well, right now, I definitely feel like we're in an up moment. I think like what you just said, you said it perfectly. We have a young rookie in Jacksonville and Trevor Lawrence. Justin Fields is finally in the league. We've been watching these guys from QB 11. You know who else we've been watching from QB 11? Stafford in LA, Goff in Detroit. We've been watching all these guys since they've been high school kids. And now that the NFL is popping and they're all in there together, it just feels like the NFL is finally at its top potential. I don't necessarily think it's at its top potential. I think the players need to get more involved with NFL issues for that to be a thing. But I do like what the NFL is doing, and I like what they have going on. But like I said, man, Aaron Rodgers did not show up to his first voluntary OTAs. And he doesn't care. He's living his life out there in Cabo or wherever he is at, man. But on the Green Bay Packers, man, Aaron Jones on his father, Alvin, who died in April, man, he said the rest of my career will be dedicated to my father, which I don't blame him for that. I think that is very well said by him. I think that is a very nice thing to do for his family, for his father, you know, the man who raised him. And after his dad died in April, he said that he spent a lot of sleepless nights on some friends' couches. That was a really hard loss for him. So shout out to Aaron Jones. He said the rest of his career will be dedicated to his father, Alvin, man. And I think Aaron Jones is going to be crazy good now. If he didn't already have motivation, now he does, man. On to some more NFL news. Retired, man. As you guys see, my man Adam Vinatieri is done, man. Adam Schefter said on his Instagram account, Adam Vinatieri, the NFL's all-time leading scorer, announced Wednesday on the Pat McAfee show that he is retiring after 24 seasons. Vinatieri is most famous for what he accomplished in his most preparized of moments. He has made more game-trying or go-ahead field goals in the last 2 minutes or overtime than any other kicker in NFL history in both the regular season and the postseason, man. And if you guys don't already know, Adam Vinatieri's resume speaks for itself. Number one scorer in NFL history, 4-time Super Bowl champion, 3-time All-Pro, and 3-time Pro Bowler. For a kicker in 24 years, that is just outstanding. So congratulations to my guy Adam Vinatieri. You know, he's played in a bunch of different teams, and he's finally hanging up his cleats and saying, I am done, man. So shout out to Adam Vinatieri. Jay Money Time in the chat said, let's talk OTAs. Let's save that for Sunday. I want to let OTAs kind of happen a little more. I want to let the week finish, and then I want to get into it on the Rick T podcast on Sunday morning about OTAs, what we're seeing from certain teams, what we're not seeing from certain teams, and maybe what we would like to see from certain teams or players. So let's talk about that on Sunday. Let's definitely, everyone, check your OTAs, check the teams that you love for what they're doing in OTAs and what they're not doing in OTAs. And we'll talk about it on Sunday morning on the Rick T podcast at 9 a.m. Mountain Time, 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Jay Money Time also said he announced that shit on Pat's show. I was listening live, man, and that's one of his best friends is Pat McAfee, man. So I kind of expected it to be on his show. So it was great for him, man. But moving on, man, Tom Brady is unloading memes on Twitter, man. And if you guys did not see it, there is a golf match. The match returns July 6th. You know, Phil Mickelson and Tom Brady versus Brian DeChambeau and Aaron Rodgers, man. So that golfing match is going on, and Tom Brady had a lot of shit to say about it, man. This is literally what he posted. He said 2 champions versus a scientist and a Jeopardy host, which I read that without seeing all the memes that he dropped, and I instantly was like, he is so disrespectful because I'd be pissed. Like, I'd be pissed if I was Aaron Rodgers. But, Tom Brady likes to talk his stuff. He all does it out of love and all out of jokes and stuff like that. So I guess it wasn't a really big deal. But like I said, 2 champions versus a scientist and a Jeopardy host. He also posted this: Bryson happy to be here. Aaron realizing that he has to spend the whole day with Bryson. Also posted this: the Packers kicking a field goal down 7. Aaron Rodgers, man, he's getting deep with it. And then this last one, he said, me, Tom Brady making memes, Aaron plus Bryson just irritated, man. So Tom Brady is ready for that golfing match against Bryson and Aaron. And I think it's going to be a really good golfing match. It's happened before. The rematch is here. Big time in the Big Sky, as you guys see, Moonlight Basin, Big Sky, Montana, July 6th, man. Like I said, Phil Mickelson and Tom Brady versus Brian DeChambeau and Aaron Rodgers, man. It's going to be a great one. But moving on to our last couple subjects before we get out of here on the Talk Your Talk show. Phillip Rivers is in his element coaching high school football. He said in an interview right before his first high school football game, it feels like home. And I want to go ahead and let you guys know it probably feels like home because he has 10 kids, which is a football team at his house. So him being in the high school game, coaching high school kids, it literally probably just feels like he's at home. That's why it feels at home. No, I'm just joking. Phillip Rivers definitely is probably going to be a great coach. He was a great quarterback, a great player. Played for the Los Angeles, San Diego Chargers, whatever team you want to call them. And also played for the Indianapolis Colts last year, and just had an outstanding year for someone who a lot of people were going to have a down year. J Money Time said Atlanta 91, New York Knicks 96. That's what I'm seeing right now with less than 2 minutes left. It looks like Atlanta is going to go down to the New York Knicks, and the New York Knicks might tie it up 1-1. Jigga Man Portro, LOL, true story, man. Appreciate you for tuning in to the Talk Your Talk Show episode 10. We are winding down to the end of it, but we always appreciate you guys for tuning in. Like I said, though, Phillip Rivers is coaching high school football. I don't actually know if he won or lost that game, but, man, he definitely has the fire to be a great head coach, and I'm excited to see more videos, more stuff about him coaching those kids in high school, man. But our last topic here on the Talk Your Talk Show episode 10, Jigga Man, J Money Time in the chat says, Jigga Man, thank you for tuning in, man. Like I said, we always appreciate people for tuning into the show, bro. But last topic we have for the day, Patrick Mahomes says football should have microchips to help with goal line plays. The former MVP says he's sure it will happen soon enough. So when I seen this, and this came out on Sunday, literally right after the Rick T podcast, so I definitely couldn't do it. But hold on, Jigga, hold on, wrong person. Jigga Man Portro, that's the dude from Fan Control Football, man. Shout out to you. I definitely appreciate you for tuning in to the Talk Your Talk episode 10. Wish you would have tuned in earlier to kind of see what I had, what I was talking about. Definitely would have loved to get your opinion. But like I said, we love having supporters at all times in the show, even if it is the last 5 minutes, the first 5 minutes. We do not care, man. So shout out to Jigga Man Portro for tuning into the Talk Your Talk show, man. Love Fan Control Football and excited to see what's coming with it, bro. But back to Pat Mahomes with the microchips. When I seen this, I said microchips in the football for goal line plays. I do not get it. And then as the days kind of, went over, I kind of got it and understood that maybe they were kind of having like a chip in the football and then like a chip on the pylons on the line. So if the button, you can definitely tell if the ball was going to cross the line because the microchips would sync together and kind of maybe show a flashing blue light in boxes or something like that. The referees might get a vibration on their hip so they know it's a touchdown, And I definitely don't think it's a bad idea. When I first did and I didn't get this, and he said this via the Whoop podcast. So if you guys don't know, definitely go watch them. I didn't really understand it, and I wasn't really falling for it. But now thinking about how it really might help with goal line plays, deciding the game on goal line runs up the middle, whether he was in or whether he was not. I definitely think it's a great idea. So shout out to you, Patrick Mahomes. Definitely think you're on to something here, saying that football should have microchips in it, man. But that is all we have today on the Talk Your Talk Show episode 10, man. I appreciate all of you guys for tuning in from anywhere you guys are watching the show. The Talk Your Talk Show is live every Wednesday night at 8 p.m. Or Mountain Standard Time, and then 10 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So if you guys are on the East Coast, 10 p.m. If you guys here in Mountain Time like I am here in Colorado, it's definitely going to be at 8 p.m. every Wednesday. And then me and my boy Jello also do the Rick T podcast every Sunday morning at 9 a.m. Mountain Time, 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. So if you guys do not want to wait a whole week to catch the Talk Your Talk show, definitely tune in on Sunday mornings when nothing's going on. Maybe some basketball games later in the day, maybe some baseball, maybe some hockey. But we might switch our shows before NFL starts and stuff like that. But until then, we're gonna stick with Sunday mornings at 9 a.m., 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time for the Rick T Podcast, man. Good show, bro. Big Blue Jay 92. I appreciate you. It's all love, one love from this side here at the Talk Your Talk show. Like I said, though, I appreciate you guys all for tuning into the Talk Your Talk show. I'm Eric Holmes. I am out of here.
Zany boy, suicide door, brand new bag. College girls, give a nigga head in my raps. Rockstar life, so much money, I'll make you laugh. Hey, the bitch they hate, and you can't miss what you never had. Hey, I'm the juice, clothing got me tripping. Cut the coupe, walker roof is missing. Ice, lemonade, my neck was tripping. Ice, lemonade, my neck was tripping. Hey. Gang. Look, capitalize. Hit the strip out of school, couldn't wait till I got out of class. Used to stare at the clock and shit. Before all this rap shit, I was gang banging and doing half beats on the cops and shit. And I'm straight from the shop, but I ball like a king up in Cali and shoot like Stojakovic. Keep applying that pressure, I go on the run. It ain't no letting up, ain't no stopping this. Had to tell my little brother to chill, gotta stay in the house, come outside, he be popping shit. You ain't heard about us? Well, you need to go watch the news, niggas know we be dropping shit. Got the feds on my ass in the hood, cause they think I'm the one who been banning them Glocks and shit. I'm just focused on music, they say my last tape was a classic, but I got some hotter shit. Might be rocking the show, or if I'm not up in the studio, I'm fucking his cash off. Don't you know Polo G skinny tall with the dreads, a little nigga be rapping his.